there's this year, what happens in the next 3 weeks. But if the goaltending that they've received for the better part of the year, if it just kind of becomes the norm here moving forward, and I think we kind of think it's going to be,
Yep.
what do you do? And I know Rhett's kind of having some fun with it, but at the same time, if you did go out and get aggressive, maybe you could have gotten some players to make you better. As crazy as it might have seemed at the time, you'd probably be thankful you did it right now. Without knowing who's available, what the asking prices are, we'll just sit here and spin for the rest of the time. But it does, it can't but change the focus a little bit. How are we going to approach what we have here moving forward in terms of who are we keeping? And we're still going to have tons of cap space. Are we offer sheeting? Dylan Holloway or Broberg would be awesome on this team right now, based on what they're doing in St. Louis.
Right.
It's going to be a kind of a fascinating off season.
But to what Rhett was just saying, Connie's dealing from a position of strength. He's got cap room, he's got picks, he's got players that you can probably package up and move. Rasmus Anderson might get you a lot here in the offseason if you decide to head in that direction and not extend him. And if he, again, this is up to him, whether he wants to or not too. But that's a right shot defenseman who can play top pairing, play power play, all of that fun stuff. You need players and you need good players. But I look at it that if you're going to do what you were just talking about, Boomer, you do it methodically and you get younger on the fly. Like you're looking at early 20s, mid 20s players.
Which is the Philadelphia deal, Noodles, right? Frost is 25 and Farabee's 24.
Exactly. That's all I thought about. Farabee and Frost was like, that's a perfect deal because that team, now those kids kind of fit in that dynamic of growing. And you've got your older guys. Huberdeau's not going anywhere. I don't believe Kadri's going anywhere. Is Coleman, again, Rass, guys like that. But you got to turn them into good players. And do you go big game hunting? Do you, I'm just getting crazy and don't, I tell people don't radio me, but if Mitch Marner's available, do you swing on him? Do you, not that I don't know if he would or whatever it becomes, but do you start looking at players like that and saying, we've got cap space. We do need top end talent. I haven't seen the top of Sam Bennett, Mitch Marner. Who else is a exciting, talented player?
Yeah, Ekblad's up. We're kind of waiting for those Florida
Max
guys.
Duchene. Guys.
I don't know that those guys want to come to a team that's out of the playoffs.
No,
what's the sales pitch if you're Connie?
Here's a ton of money. Like you'd have to.
It becomes an overpay, right?
Yeah, you probably have to overpay. But I will say this, and I've said this, and I do believe it wholeheartedly. I think the Flames have given themselves a pretty good reputation as far as players that, like this year. I know it's a small thing, but Connie and Hanlon go and pick up the kids in Philadelphia. Like that type of stuff. Players talk. And they know it's not like a joke of an organization that penny pinches and does all these things. Like, to me, I think they're pushing themselves out of that conversation to going, that's a small market team. But they treat their players properly. And, I think that could help attract players to that market, especially if it's a top tier guy that you're willing to pay or overpay.
Yeah, I still think there's an overpay portion of what the Flames have to do.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.